It's been so hectic these past couple of days, but now it's time to make that trip back to the States. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Nene Sims, and welcome to the party. So as you guys can see, we've got the fro out, we've got the crown out, and we are about to get into another hairstyle. My last style was knotless braids, and I did so good on those. I was so proud of myself. I finally did amazing with the parting this time. I made sure I used that TikTok filter. If y'all haven't used the TikTok filter that one of our lovely black girlies made, then y'all need to get on that, because my parts was given. Okay, I'll insert a picture here. It did take a long time to get them finished because I decided I wanted to be that girl and make them go past my behind. But this time we're gonna go for a shorter look. We're gonna be doing the invisible locks with a little bohemian twist, okay? I've been eyeing this hairstyle for a while now, and we're finally gonna get it done. I've been watching tutorial after tutorial after tutorial, but we're gonna do the invisible locks. I just blew out my hair. Make sure not to use too much heat because I don't want my hair having heat damage, but I think it's pretty good for the most part. It's not as straight or blown out, I'll say, but it's doing what it needs to do, especially since we're going to be using a lot of gel in this style, so it don't need to be blown out that much. So it's 11:56 p.m. right now, and I was supposed to be able to do this earlier in the day, but of course, y'all know, being a mom, you gotta stop, take care of the baby, make sure he's fed, make sure you're fed, just doing a lot of different things around the house right now. So it's been a pretty chaotic day, but we're finally here. I do have to pick up a couple things from somebody who lives here. She has all the black girl essentials when it comes to our hair. I'm on the Navy base, if you guys didn't know that, so the Next does not have all the necessary products we need for our hair, and one of our lovely black girlies here sells them, so I gotta go grab those in the morning pretty early, around like 7 a.m. so I really need to be sleeping right now, but I'll sleep when I'm out of here. We're gonna go get that in the morning and then start shortly after, hopefully, because my son, he just loves to be in my skin. But yes, we gotta get this hair done. We've gotta get the nails done too, which I'll probably do a separate video on that. I'm gonna be having a whole maintenance, excuse me. Not the bird breath. But it's gonna be a whole maintenance week this week because we're preparing for something big, which I'll let you guys know in the next video. But I am super excited, and once you're on the move, you gotta make sure everything is right, from the hair all the way down, okay? So we're gonna get that ready tonight, and let's get started. So I was like 2 weeks old when I figured out that you can do screenplay to help part your hair if you don't have a three-way mirror. So we're gonna be doing that today and just get these parts nice and crisp for this style. So let's get into it, y'all. I know I've been away. Don't get my kid away. I know I've been away. Don't get my kid away. They just wanna fuck with you. Just they know I fuck with you. If I put my trust in you. So we got more than half the head done, but of course, trying to record this, it done paused. My baby boy is back up from his nap, feeling well rested. It's about 6 o'clock right now, so we're gonna get him in the shower and ready for bed, and then I will be back to you guys shortly. You ready to go? You ready? Time for bed. Say goodnight. Like it ready to go. It's a wrap. Ooh. Now, so it's currently 11 o'clock right now, almost 12. So clearly we're gonna be going to sleep a little late. and I have to get up early tomorrow to take my baby away to daycare and then just do some tasks I have for the day. So I'm gonna try and speed through this and get to bed. Okay, y'all, my apologies. My freaking storage is full for the 50 millionth time. So it cut off on me while I was finishing the rest of my twist. I don't know what it is with Apple, but it's like I'm deleting videos, I'm deleting photos, I'm deleting messages, full message threads. I'm deleting all types of stuff on my phone, even freaking apps, just to try and be able to have enough space to record, and it keeps stopping me. It keeps stopping me. I'm tired of that notification. Like, Apple, y'all need to up the terabytes or something, because dang. But yes, now it is currently 1 o'clock at night. Honestly, I've been done, but I've been doing a lot of scrolling through TikTok, trying to post videos. If you guys aren't following me on there, then please do so at Nini Partee. It's just like one of those crazy things where you just feel like you always need to be on go, like never really giving yourself rest for real. And it's really crazy too, because when I first became a mom, everyone would tell me, make sure you sleep when the baby sleeps so you know you can prioritize your rest. And I'll do it, but then I also feel guilty at the same time, because I feel like there's just so much that I need to accomplish in one day. So that can be just very stressful as far as the back and forth. Like, do I sleep and get my rest, or do I continue focusing on my goals? You know, it's one of those things where it's very hard, very hard. And that's where the concept of prioritizing comes in, because I feel like for me, I just have 50 million tabs open in my head, and I'm like, I need to do this, I need to accomplish that, I need to finish this, I need to complete that. And a lot of times it's just not a priority for real. You know, it makes you feel productive, but are you really being productive if you're just tired and kind of just going through the motions trying to finish everything, you know? So we're working on it. Mama's gonna get a little bit more sleep these days, a lot more sleep, honestly, especially when I get back home with family. It will be so much easier to do everything I need to do. But you know, for now, we're just taking it day by day, okay? But I'm about to put this little bonnet on. Oh, Lord. And it's the start of the work week too. Like, I hate staying up late on Sundays, because I just know Monday is going to be long, and Mondays are already longer anyway for some odd reason. So when I'm not in bed early on a Sunday, it's over with. But we're still gonna make it a great day tomorrow. By the grace of God, it is gonna be awesome. So I will check back with y'all tomorrow, and we're gonna get into this hair. Good night. All right. Yes, so I know I look a little crazy right now, but we are in the process of moving out of this place. They are packing up all of our stuff, getting it up in the truck, and we are about to be gone. I am super excited. It's a little bittersweet feeling for me right now, because the house is just looking so empty. And this has been my first apartment. This is where my baby was born, and for us to finally be going back home, it's awesome, but sad at the same time. It's going pretty good. I am currently setting up suitcases right now, which I'll show you guys in a second. But it's real. We're actually getting back home. So we are finally about to get into this hair. I am doing the invisible lock method using passion twist hair. That's all I had on hand, with the lock gel and some metal clips. So with this style, you can either do it one or two ways. You can either do it with an actual lock comb, use that to lock your hair, or just do it with your hands. I didn't have a lock comb, so I just did it with my hands. Really wish I would have got a lock comb, because it would have been a lot tighter, but it's the first try, so it wasn't too bad. I will say the thing that was confusing was you have to twist the hair in one direction, your hair, and then once you add the hairpiece in, twisted in the opposite direction while still keeping the locks intact. It was pretty confusing just as far as the direction, and then just depending on which direction you started off with and having to go in the other way. It's kind of confusing just even trying to explain it to y'all for real. But basically, whichever way you decide to twist it, you have to make sure, one, it's not unraveling, and then two, that you keep the lock intact and that they aren't kind of fusing together in a sense. Like there should be a part in between the locks. So that was pretty hard, honestly. These first few locks that I did were not the best, but we just got to keep trying it. I think once I got to the top of my head, it became a lot easier. And I think the next time I try this style, I'll just make the parts a little bigger just so you can really see the locks within this style. I know all the tutorials I've seen, usually people are using more of a Marley hair or something a little bit thicker than the hair that I had on hand. So they came out pretty skinny. I tried to do the little, I don't know what that is called at the bottom, but a little knot or whatever to make it look more like knots. And as you can see, it's just not really giving. But I think on the sides, I got the method down a little bit more. This is the finished product just because my phone decided to still not have any storage. So, but they still came out pretty cute. I'm definitely going to have to try this style again so I can really achieve the look that I want. Have a little bit more time, but obviously we have been on the move. Tonight is our last night for going to karaoke with friends before we actually leave to go back to the United States. So had to kind of get this done literally an hour before we left out. So, and if you guys hear Bubba in the background, he is here just having a grand old time with me, using me as a little play gym. So, yeah. All right, what's up, you guys? So, please excuse my voice. My throat just started hurting out of nowhere, and I'm losing my voice for some odd reason. I'm not going to say that I'm sick, but it's really given that, honestly. But we just made it back from a night of karaoke. I will try and insert some clips here, but we had such a good time. This is gonna be one of our last events here, because if I didn't already let you guys know, we are going to be heading back to the States soon. I am so excited to be so excited to be going back home. I'm not gonna go into too much detail right now. I think I'll go back and have another sit down talk with you guys before we actually leave out of here. But right now, I gotta get this makeup off. But right now, I gotta get this makeup off. We gotta get in the shower and start packing, because I don't know if you guys notice the stuff behind me. I don't know if you guys see the stuff behind me, but it is a mess in here. So I'm gonna try and get as much cleaning as I can done tonight so we can just have an awesome day tomorrow. And my ring light keeps dying on me, so I'm gonna get back with y'all. Hey y'all, we're back with another day in the life of a first-time mom, and we are finally heading back to the US. Yes, you heard me correctly. The day has finally come that we are packing up this house and getting up out of Japan. The notification that we were leaving came pretty quickly, so that's why I haven't been posting on here as much. We've just had so much going on as far as getting our pack out scheduled, trying to get him out of daycare, get my stuff together around base. It's been a journey for sure. But now that we're finally settled, I can catch you guys up on all the craziness that's been going on in our lives right now and the new things we have in store. So this day was the last day my baby boy was in daycare. Of course, my sis Kayla is on the phone with us. She's usually on the phone whenever I'm picking him up or dropping him off to daycare. So she is so awesome for getting the content, even while we were on the phone. So they packed up everything he used during daycare and gave us a special booklet of all the memories we made while he was there. Not gonna lie, because it was such a fast turnaround that we were leaving, they had a lot of pictures of him like a couple days before this, but whatever. It still made me cry, and then one of the teachers was crying, so it made me cry again. It was just so amazing seeing how much he's grown during this short period of time and how much of a big impact he made on the people around him. Every time I would go in there, they're always giving him compliments on how smart he is, how observative he is. He's just such an awesome little boy, and I can't wait to see what he brings in the future. It was sad he had to leave, but they'll be seeing big things from him soon. And now onto this hair. Of course, we're going home, so I gotta make sure this head is right. And I made a bald spot in my hair, y'all, when I took my braids down. I'll give y'all a story time on that later. But I don't know why I am just now figuring out that you can use the mirror to help with your parts. A couple people here on TikTok commented on my last video saying that I could use this to make sure my parts are crisp in the back. And clearly I've been sleeping because this is like the best thing ever. So like I said in my last video, I wanted to do invisible lock. And of course, this is my first time attempting this look. And I will say it was a little tricky just trying to get the pattern down as far as twisting to the left and twisting to the right. A little difficult. I think I only really got the fronts to look exactly how I needed it to, but they still came out really cute. I think I'm gonna redo them later so that I can actually make them look more like locks, but we're working with what we got. Still looking good. Got my sweet baby boy with me, and now we're heading out to karaoke in Japan for the last time. Nene of the future back here again, and I know it looks so crazy in this living room. If we're supposed to be taking a flight, then why do we got all this stuff? I don't even want to do it myself. But basically what I did is took at least everything that I thought was essential for me and my baby boy moving back to the States. Of course, as you saw in the earlier TikTok video, the movers came in and they took all of the big furniture. Wow, my son just hit the microphone before I was rudely interrupted by this little boy. The movers took all the big furniture and just the things that we didn't necessarily need right with us. Yeah, right? They took everything. And that shipment of household goods is not going to get to us until about 2 months later. So we cannot wait that long for all of our necessary clothing, hygiene products, hair products, etc. So we had about 8 bags that were going to the airport with us. Sounds crazy, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. Of course, like everything else, I'm doing this very late at night because, you know, baby boy just doesn't cooperate too much during the day, or not even just not cooperating, but he needs a lot of attention, you know? So a lot of things have to wait until nighttime when he is fast asleep and I can just focus on everything it is that I need to do. Which is why a lot of this video is just so chaotic, because things just were not going as planned. Honestly, this entire process of moving out of Japan to go back to the States was not planned. There were a lot of hiccups, a lot of miscommunication, a lot of last minute things happening to where it got us to this point of we're rushing to do everything. When we found out we were actually leaving, we only had a week to do everything, y'all. Literally pack up the house, get it shipped out, get the furniture moved out, get loaner furniture, get baby boy out of daycare, get checked out of everything around base, get orders, flight itineraries. Everything was all within 1 week. So it was literally just on the go every single day. And even going through that entire process, I still didn't believe we were leaving Japan. Like, there were so many times where we were told one thing that was moving the process forward, and then we were moved like 50 steps back. So at this point, even though we're moving everything out of the house, I wasn't going to believe it until we were actually in the United States. That's when everything was going to set in and actually feel real. And I'll do a sit down video with you guys. You guys can ask me some questions about the process and just what exactly it is that we went through trying to get back to the States, why we're even back in the States in general. But it was a lot, so
and I'm ready to talk about it now. All in all, as much as this situation was pretty depressing and just chaotic, and the fact that every single time I was trying to get my life together, it seemed like there was a no coming from every single angle, it made me realize, for one, just how much trust I need to put into God, and then for two, just how strong of a person I am. A lot of times I just simply don't give myself enough credit for being able to bounce back up whenever somebody is knocking me down or a situation is knocking me down. I don't give myself enough credit. So just seeing that I really went through all of this and still came out on top, like, that is something to be grateful for. It's something to thank God for. And, you know, we're finally here. Especially seeing that I got a baby boy who really needs me to be my best self at all times. I couldn't really sit in too much of my sorrow for too long. So I just made sure I put myself on auto mode and just got things done, okay? But the main goal here is to make sure that he gets back home safe and sound so we can get him around his beautiful family, have him meet everybody for the first time. That was the only thing that was really driving me for real, is making sure he is able to get back to the States. All right, let me stop rambling before y'all hear too much in the background of him playing with his toys.
Ladies and gentlemen, so we are finally moved out of our place. It's been so hectic these past couple of days, but now it's time to make that trip back to the States. So excited. I will check back in with you guys later. We're actually getting out of here. I'm kind of sad a little bit. It's pretty bittersweet, but I'm also very ready to go. And I'm ready to get Bubba out of here too. You ready, man? You ready? Let's go. See you guys.